In the lush village of Idoma, nestled between rolling hills and shimmering rivers, beauty was highly celebrated. Each year, the villagers gathered for the Festival of Radiance, a grand event that honored creativity and elegance. Among the most admired was Amaka, the eldest daughter of the village potter. With her graceful demeanor and striking features, she had long been the pride of her family. However, as Amaka's younger sister, Nneka, grew older, a quiet shift began. Nneka possessed an effortless charm, a beauty that needed no adornment. Her kindness and radiant smile drew admiration from everyone around her. Unlike Amaka, who worked tirelessly to maintain her appearance, Nneka seemed to glow naturally, and this ignited a flicker of envy in Amaka's heart. At first, Amaka tried to ignore the growing comparisons. She told herself that as the older sister, her place was secure. But with each passing day, the villagers' praises for Nneka grew louder, and Amaka felt herself being overshadowed. The admiration she once enjoyed was slipping away, and jealousy took root, slowly poisoning her thoughts. One day, as Amaka watched Nneka being complimented by a group of villagers, an idea formed in her mind. If Nneka's beauty were tarnished, Amaka could reclaim the admiration she had lost. Fueled by her envy, she approached her sister that evening, feigning warmth. "Nneka," she said, "I've learned of a beauty mask from Mama Ik that will enhance your glow. Let me help you apply it." Nneka, trusting her sister completely, agreed without hesitation. Amaka prepared the mask, but instead of seeking advice from Mama Ik, the village herbalist, she concocted a mixture from harsh herbs she had read about in an old book. She assured Nneka that the mask needed to be left on overnight for the best results. That night, Nneka felt a strange burning sensation on her face. Concerned, she decided to wash the mask off. The discomfort lingered for a while but eventually faded. She brushed it off as her skin being sensitive to the new mixture, never suspecting her sister's ill intentions. Meanwhile, Amaka lay awake, eagerly anticipating the outcome of her plan. When morning came, she rushed to see Nneka, expecting to find her face marred. To her shock, Nneka's skin was as radiant as ever. Amaka's frustration boiled over, and in a desperate attempt to prove the mask's effectiveness, she applied it to her own face. Almost immediately, Amaka's skin began to sting and burn. She tried to wash it off, but the damage had already been done. By the time she looked in the mirror, her once flawless face was marred with scars. Panic consumed her as she realized the herbs she had used were far too harsh. Amaka locked herself in her room, refusing to face anyone. Nneka, worried about her sister's unusual behavior, went to check on her. When Amaka finally opened the door, Nneka was horrified to see the scars on her sister's face. "What happened?" she cried, her voice filled with concern. Tears streaming down her face, Amaka broke down and confessed everything. She admitted to her jealousy and her plan to harm Nneka's beauty. Nneka listened in stunned silence, her heart breaking not for herself, but for her sister's pain and guilt. Word of Amaka's actions spread quickly through the village. The villagers were outraged by her betrayal, but Nneka surprised them all. Instead of anger, she chose forgiveness. She embraced her sister, saying softly, "Your heart has been hurt more than your face. Let us heal together." Nneka took Amaka to Mama Ik, who prepared a soothing balm for her scars. Although the physical marks began to fade, they never disappeared completely. They served as a constant reminder of the consequences of envy and the value of humility. As time passed, Amaka sought ways to atone for her actions. She found solace in her father's craft, creating intricate pottery that reflected her emotions. Her works became famous throughout the village, admired not for their perfection but for the stories they told. Nneka, on the other hand, continued to shine, not just for her outer beauty but for her inner grace and kindness. She stood by Amaka, supporting her journey of redemption and healing. The sisters grew closer than ever, bound by their shared experiences and the lessons they had learned. The villagers, moved by Nneka's forgiveness and Amaka's transformation, began to see beauty in a new light. They realized that true beauty lay not in flawless appearances, but in the kindness of one's heart and the strength to admit one's mistakes. At the next Festival of Radiance, Amaka presented a piece of pottery she had crafted, a vase with intricate patterns of scars running along its surface. She titled it the Mirror's Curse, a tribute to her journey. The villagers admired it, not just as an artwork, but as a symbol of growth and resilience. In time, the story of Amaka and Nneka became a cherished tale, told to children as a lesson about jealousy, forgiveness, and redemption. Amaka lived the rest of her life embracing her imperfections and teaching others the value of humility, while Nneka's kindness continued to inspire the village. Together, they proved that true beauty is the light that shines from within. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more interesting folk tales like this. Thank you.